Support WrestleTalk!
What is even happening, guys? It's WWE Elimination Chamber in just 7 days' time, but we only know 3 matches so far. We're recording this on
6 days' time.
6 days. 6 days! That's even sooner! So this is a prediction show in the purest version of that concept, where we're not just predicting who's gonna win matches, we're trying to figure out what's even gonna happen on the show in terms of the other matches.
It's theatre of the mind.
Theatre of Vince's mind.
It's that awkward bit between Super Letdown and WrestleMania. We put it in the schedule before the Saudis said they wanted Super Showdown on that Thursday. So now we're trapped. If you want to compete against us in wrestling predictions, head over to Patreon, join there, and you can participate in Wrestle League, where who's number 1 at the moment, Randy?
Laurie Blake.
So there are 2 Elimination Chamber matches announced for the show. There are actually 3 advertised, but WWE have pulled one without ever officially announcing it. That was the men's SmackDown Elimination Chamber match. That was gonna apparently decide the number 1 contender for WrestleMania for the Blue Universal title, but they just gave it to Roman.
Here comes Adam for a cameo.
Just gonna fill up my...
Yeah.
What have you got for lunch?
Oh. Salt and vinegar McCoys, when they're not multi-bag, are often disappointing.
What do you mean? When they're not multi-bag.
They scrimp on the salt, too much vinegar.
Psychotic.
I'm just gonna sit over there.
Eat quietly.
Yeah, crisps are quite noisy. So first up is the SmackDown Women's Elimination Chamber match.
Shut up, Blampied!
Would anyone like a crisp?
Oh, I'll have a crisp.
Oh, yeah. Going well so far.
Oh, those are good.
Are they salty?
Very
You
vinegary.
can never... Oh, yeah, you can never always tell when they're going to do like a really
See?
salty batch.
Raw Women's Chamber, Natalya, the Riot Squad, Shayna Baszler and Asuka.
Chamber Baszler.
This might be the most pointless Elimination Chamber match in the history of the Elimination Chamber.
Challenge. There's a tag one later on in the card.
They almost did one with Roman.
This one is way more pointless because they've been very, very clearly building Becky versus Shayna for WrestleMania. So, do you know who doesn't stand a chance of winning? Liv Morgan, Sarah Logan,
Harsh.
Natalia, and
Harsh.
Asuka. None of them stand a chance of winning. Who's the other one? Ruby Riott. None of them. So, yeah, Shayna's winning. But if Shayna doesn't win, then this company is stupid and have just spent weeks building to a match that's not going to happen.
Yeah, Baszler's winning, isn't she? I think, though, that maybe Becky gets involved and helps Baszler to win the match because she wants her at WrestleMania.
Yeah, Baszler's going to win the match, but I think there will be a moment where the Riot Squad will try and team up together and take her out, but they will fail miserably.
What a pop that's going to be when the crowd realise that the Riot Squad are going to work together. Liv Morgan, Sarah Logan, the one Luke couldn't remember the name of, fan favourites, teaming up for the first time in months. I'm also going to say Shayna Baszler, but there will be some interaction with the Riot Squad. I don't see them teaming up, though. I think they're pushing Liv Morgan as a solo star, so maybe she'll eliminate both of them, and hopefully we get a final 2 of Asuka and Baszler. There's another Elimination Chamber match. This time it's got double the amount of people in, and they're men. It couldn't be more different. It's the SmackDown Tag Team Chamber match. So this is for the SmackDown Tag Team Championship.
I think that Miz and Morrison are going to retain their belts, but I do think they're going to have a kind of back and forth with the Usos because that seems to be who they're building for WrestleMania. So I think it will be Usos against Miz and Morrison at WrestleMania. Usos will win, and then they'll set up another New Day feud because we haven't seen that yet.
It's fresh and so clean. So clean. Fresh and so clean.
Would anyone else like another crisp?
Yeah.
Like I've got the taste.
I might have.
The Miz and Morrison are going to retain, and they'll do a 3-way at WrestleMania with the New Day and Usos.
So John Morrison and The Miz only won the SmackDown Tag Team Championships last Thursday at Saudi Arabia.
About time they lose them.
Because I think what we're looking at here is a classic 6-month story that we're going to do in about 5 weeks. Morrison and Miz, I reckon, are just transitional champions to get the belts onto the Usos. The Usos win here, and then they can set up WrestleMania match with the New Day, all based around how many reigns is it that they'll...
7 each.
So 7 each it will be at that point, and then the New Day can win the 8th reign, and Kofi gets... You know, it's pretty much on par, isn't it, of winning the big championship last year.
I think the Miz and Morrison are going to win. Something the Usos, something the New Day, other things. I don't know. This match doesn't excite me at all. Goodbye. Thank you.
Adam, you look like you really regretted that.
I know this is becoming a regular thing for me. I just want to say that I still always appreciate it every time it happens. I never take anything for granted. There are some remotes in here. Amazing. I'll never take anything for granted. I'll always keep striving to be the best at predictions. Again, thank you. Thank you, Academy. Thank you, Mum. Thank you for everything you've done.
I think we've got to give that back to Nigel McGuinness at some point.
That's the genuine King of Europe Cup. It's Nigel McGuinness's. On to our third and final, actually only confirmed match for this show so far. Braun Strowman is defending his Intercontinental Championship against not 1, not 2, but 3 different people. Sami Zayn, Shinsuke Nakamura, Cesaro. You know, 3 of your favourites. Is that heavy?
No, it's fine.
You dirty bastard!
Randy just far.
You did! He just dropped the fart.
What is happening?
That's pretty weighty.
That's pretty weighty.
From racism.
We're slowly winning it back.
To be fair, I thought it was going to be quiet.
It's not just about it being loud, is it? It's about it smelling and ruining everybody else's time. Let's play that back one more time.
That's pretty weighty.
What's the match?
Braun versus Nakamura.
Braun versus... Okay, Braun's going to destroy all of them because you're not going to get 3 guys owning 1 belt. Unless they're going to make a really big strap for it. Or like Cesaro and Sami are going to have really small versions. I mean, it's Braun Strowman, isn't it? It's just he's going to run around the ring going, we'll just do the thing where I go round. Can't really do it because I'm holding a plant, but it's that one, isn't it?
Yeah, I think this whole match is designed so Braun can run around the ring knocking people over. But I'm going to go against the grain again. I think Cesaro, Zayn and Nakamura are going to win it. They're going to be joint Intercontinental Champions. I think there's a lot of mileage for comedy, especially amongst those 3 guys. And it's just such a burial of all 3 of them. If Strowman does win, I don't know.
Classic mistake from Ollie Davis thinking that SmackDown wants storylines. Classic error. Braun is winning because he's beef.
I'm last in Wrestle League, and last week I said, can someone take a bullet for me? And clearly Ollie is doing that. Because Braun is going to win this match.
Because that's the whole card. That's the whole card announced by now.
Well done, guys. Let's go
Yeah,
on.
that's pretty good. I want some more salt and vinegar crisps.
We've made some matches up based on what we think might happen. First up, Aleister Black versus AJ Styles.
Versus Optimus Prime.
So yeah, that's Elimination Chamber, we think. We certainly know 3 of the matches, but the other 6 that we've just made up may or may not happen.
Lacey
Some are
Evans.
happening on Raw.
Lacey Evans has also said that she's in a chamber match, but so did Roman Reigns and Sheamus.
It's a chamber of her own emotions.
Should we just get... if that happens, I think Carmella will win.
Lacey Evans.
Bailey.
Dana Brooke.
She's not on SmackDown.
Yes, she is.
Sure. So that's the Elimination Chamber predictions. Please go over to Patreon and participate against us in Wrestle League for the fantasy predictions. There'll be a card eventually that you can vote on. And click the videos that have just appeared on the screen to catch up with the latest awesome WrestleTalk things. And go over to Parts Fun Known, where you can watch the first episode of our new wrestling RPG series with Adam Blampied called No Rolls Barred. I've been Ollie Davis, Randy Andy Datson, Laurie Blake, and Luke Owen. I've been all of those people. And that was some predictions.